Why is the ranked grind so toxic? Lock in. Type locked in. Type locked in.
Multiplayer games can be toxic.
You say to me, you little.
I'm taking a cigarette break. I hate this game.
I'm taking a cigarette break. I hate this game. Nah.
Oh my god. I can't play with you. I cannot play with that brain.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You're so bad.
I've seen motherfuckers get way worse than that, dude. And you could be in a plat lobby in a video game, and some motherfucker will say that you need to die because of how bad you are at a fucking game. People take that shit so seriously. I get mad at ranked games, but some people take it so far. It's like an attachment to your personality, what rank you are in a video game. And so when you have somebody run down your shit, you get so physically angry because they're basically just hurting you.
You're so bad. This guy doesn't deserve this.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. No. Oh my god.
No matter what you're playing, it always seems like there's that one teammate who thinks their Gold 2 promo match is the VCT final.
This has been the year of a lifetime, and I'm just so thankful for everything.
Bro, that's where I am in Marvel Rivals right now. The Plat, Diamond, those games are, people are like shitting their pants. It's like everything's on the line. This is a fucking live or die match for them, and if they fail, it's fucking over. And that's how they're treating it.
Everyone, the fans, my friends, family.
Whether it's a support refusing to heal because the tank wasn't able to save them in Overwatch, or an ADC running it down and intentionally feeding in League of Legends, ranked modes seem to bring out the worst in people, and that's without getting into voice and text chat. So why is the ranked experience so frustrating? Why are people so mean?
Because something's on the line. It's like gambling. When you lose, you get mad. Unranked games are fucking pointless. There's no stakes and they're boring. I don't want to shit on people that only play unranked, but fucking get in the ladder, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to tell me you're going to play fucking Val, League, Rainbow, Marvel Rivals, and you're not going to play fucking ranked? You're going to sit there and dick around on Jeff the Shark in fucking quick matches? That's not the game's intention. You need to be on edge. You need to be getting cold sweats. Armpit sweat should be dripping down your arms while you're sitting still. Your base BPM sitting in a chair should be 120 plus at all times. You shouldn't blink more than 3 times a match. Otherwise, it's not fun. Why am I sitting here? What's the fucking point in it all, right? If there's no stakes on the line. It's the same thing as a friendly bet, putting $5 on a fucking game of pool or something. Because if we're just playing, what's the fucking point?
Oh, yes. Good job, you reject.
And the real question, is there a way to fix it? Today, that's what we're going
If I wanted to play a game where winning didn't matter, I'd play a fucking indie horror game.
to explore.
Perfection isn't good enough. I wonder what they think when they see me.
Your life is as valuable as a summer ant.
Your life had no value. There's
Summer ant.
nothing for me.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
So bad. You're so bad. You should yourself now.
Fucking trash, motherfucker. Fuck you.
It hurts so good.
Dude, the worst people to play with. This is just Marvel Rivals specifically. I'll also say Valorant. The worst people ever in Valorant lobbies are healers like Sage that go for kills and don't heal their team and then go fucking 4 and 10. And in Marvel Rivals, it's either supports that don't heal, some dickhead that thinks he's going to play DPS Jeff, or an asshole on Iron Fist or Spider-Man that thinks he watched enough TikToks to be good at it, and then he's literally the only reason you lost the game. Because your team wasn't getting enough kills because your tank has fucking 30,000 damage and Spider-Man has 5,000 damage and 2 kills. And it's just a fuck. It's so bad.
Okay, so what is ranked? And why does basically every game on the market have a competitive mode? For players, ranked is a way to get an idea of your current skill level. It helps you track your growth as you climb through various ranks, and makes games more exciting by putting something on the line.
And you can brag to people you know about your rank. That's one of the biggest things, as stupid as it is. Because if you have a whole friend group that plays a game, you like being a higher rank than your friends. Because then you're better. You like being better than other people. That's why when you rank up in Marvel Rivals and it says you're Plat 1, you're ranked higher than 89% of players. And you go, and you want to get higher because you want to see that number grow. You want to be better than everybody else.
Stop! Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
As an added bonus, it also lets you compare yourself to your friends and can be the source of some serious bragging rights. For game developers, ranked is a way to keep players engaged. Most ranked modes reward players with cosmetics.
Dude, literally, if every game didn't have ranked, you would stop playing them so fast.
Based on their rankings at the end of the season, like the Victoria skin line in League of Legends, or Rocket League rewarding players with trails and titles based on their rank. It's also a great way for games with professional scenes to track data of what champions are popular, which ones are overpowered, and which ones need buffs.
As do I.
In a perfect
League of Legends is the fucking most toxic, dude. Because I have friends that will literally dedicate thousands of hours of their life to this game. They will non-stop run ranked matches in every moment of their free time.
perfect world, ranked systems would accurately show players their skill level, and that's it. This is called matchmaking rating, or MMR for short. It's the system that matches players against each other based on their skill level. It's like ELO in chess, where gains and losses are proportional to the skill.
That's weird because I'm in Plat 1 lobbies and sometimes I'll have teammates that play like the MMR's wrong and it's like maybe there was a miscalculation on their account or something.
Gap between you and your opponent. Beat a Grandmaster? Your ELO is going to skyrocket. Lose to a small child who still calls the knight horsey? Your ELO is going to plummet. It's a simple system, and it's damned effective. The big difference between MMR and ELO, at least in virtually every modern game, is that MMR is hidden. What is shown instead can be a number of things. An arbitrary point system based on that hidden MMR, tiered divisions like bronze, silver, and gold, or just
Yeah, my MMR must be through the fucking roof, bro. My MMR on Marvel Rivals must say I'm fucking GM material. They know it. They know it too.
a giant number, the meaning of which is almost impossible to decipher. Tiers and divisions are by far
It's like the devs are specifically looking at my account and teasing me. They're waiting for me to get up there.
the most popular ranked system. But not all tiers are created equal. In Overwatch, your rank would only change every 7 wins or 20 losses, and then they changed it to 5 wins and 15 losses, and now they're getting rid of it altogether. League of Legends used to use a promotion series to gatekeep advancing through tiers. But regardless of what costume you put on the ranked system, there's a fundamental issue.
I hate when people have the gun on the left in Val. It's so disorienting.
The wants and needs of the developer are very different than those of the player.
So it could end up actually impacting how much they play the game if there is no incentive for them to actually shoot.
It's because they're
up.
left-handed.
So
That's just
while
not true. Everybody I know that uses the left is because they say it's actually easier for competitive matching. It's actually easier for competitive gameplay. It's easier to fucking use the left-handed guns. You're able to sweep corners better.
I agree that it would be definitely healthier in a way for them not to be chasing numbers, chasing medals, chasing whatever it is that's keeping them away from things like single player games. You have to think about how much they're actually going to stick around to play it, and that might not be something that companies really want to look at in a way.
That was Dr. Natalie Coyle, who has a PhD in mental health research and studies the psychology of video games. Essentially, tiered rank systems encourage players to grind and grind and grind to reach their desired rank, often at the expense of their own enjoyment of the game.
Playing this game on.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes it's like work, bro. When you get heavily invested into a game, like you want to play something else, but you have like it's like a bug in your head that's telling you that you can't switch off. And what's so weird, and I'm not even trying to glaze Marvel Rivals right now, I haven't had that with Marvel Rivals. I had that with Val. I had that with Val so bad back when I used to play that like 3 years ago every day of my fucking life. And I just would not stop playing it, even though I wasn't having fun. Like, I would queue another match because I was like, I'm too far down in ELO. I need to get back up today. I'm, like, not profiting. This is bad. And then I'd lose 2 more games, crash out, and turn off my computer.
Online is so bad for your health. I could feel it in my neck. I could feel it in my neck. Oh, my God. Right in my neck, where the clavicle connects to the duodenum. Oh my God, that's where the pain is.
I know people who say, oh, I want to go off and play Final Fantasy 16, but I can't because I feel obligated to chase the higher number in a competitive game. So it kind of plays into that way, that they're not maybe enjoying the game as much as someone should be.
So, right off the bat, we can see that the design of ranked systems can be highly addictive. But that doesn't fully answer the question of why it can be so toxic. If you ask any ranked player—
Oh my God, that like stressed me out. See, that's why I can't, dude, I literally can't play Val anymore. Him not getting that kill made me angry. Like, not at him, but it made me angry that he failed.
Systems can be highly addictive.
Like, what is that? He should have killed him.
If you ask any ranked player what they hated most about climbing the ladder, one of the top answers will likely be the toxic teammates they encountered along the way.
Nah, not toxic teammates. I love toxic teammates that are good at the game. Toxic teammates are great. It's when you encounter somebody that sucks at the fucking game and they're the most annoying person you could ever meet. And you sit there and wonder how this person even exists because of how much of a fucking asshole they are and how bad they are at the fucking game. Yet they think they're good.
Way. You know, the teammates who would rather flame the mistakes of others than work together and actually win the game.
I guess I don't get to play the game. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. I don't care. No problem.
A study done by Paul J.C. Adachi and Tina Willoughby at Brock University linked aggressive behavior.
The worst people in games, in any video game, is when you talk shit to them and they get so mad, they run down your rank purposefully, like running down mid in League or AFKing in Spawn or DCing from the match because they just don't care. And I understand at the end of the day it's a video game, but like that's the biggest, you're a fucking loser, right? You're a loser. If you get so mad at somebody in a video game that you purposefully lose, right? You go, I hate this person so much that I'm just going to sit in my spawn and do nothing. I'll talk shit. On stream, you've seen it, especially in Valorant, where I'm just screaming at people, right? And I don't care, right, how mean I'm being because they're an asshole, but I'm not going to run down the game. I'm still going to try and win. And at the end of the game, we could win, and I could still, at the last 5 seconds, go, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, I fucking hate you. And then it goes, and it puts me back to the spawn. And then the best is when you re-queue, and there's that 1 out of 100 chance that they're in your game again, and they're on the other team. It's like God has come down, right? And it's like, ooh, and I'm like, this is my game. This is my game 7 of the NBA Finals. Is when I meet a toxic teammate, we lose because of them. They talk shit on me, and then they're on the other team, and you just fucking throttle them. They go fucking 0-10, lose the game for their team, and you're like, oh, wow, that's weird.
With competitive video game. Quote, consistent with the general aggression model, we demonstrated that physiological arousal may be a mechanism through which video game competitiveness influences aggressive behavior. Basically, it boils down to 2 things. A player's intrinsic motivations versus their extrinsic motivations. In other words, whether their desire to win comes from within or from factors without. A player who is intrinsically—
I think mine's both. I am a sore loser. My mom used to let me win in— you guys know that though. I try to be better, but I am a sore— I don't think I'm disrespectful if I lose in, like, I'll still be like, yeah, man, you won. I'm a sore loser, like really badly. I used to cry when I would lose memory against my mom. The game where you just turn over cards and try to remember them, or like Uno. Like I would cry. Like I would be like, there's no way and there was nothing on the line then. That's just like a stupid board game that you're playing, and I would cry. Like I could lose Candyland and I would be like pissed. Now on top of that, you're adding a rank. It's over, dude.
Motivated will be focused on self-improvement, learning from their mistakes and working towards being better than they were yesterday. Generally, intrinsically motivated players have a healthier relationship with competition. Players who are extrinsically motivated are the ones who get toxic. Their motivations hinge on getting a higher rank, caring about how they're perceived by their peers, and winning, regardless of if they played well or not. The result is the only thing that matters. So, every time they lose or drop in rank, they feel negative emotions, regardless of how well they or their team actually played.
I will say I get less mad now if I play well and my team loses in an honest way. If we lose and we just got genuinely team diffed and we played as best as we could, it's whatever. But when you have like one or two teammates that just aren't doing well and you can tell that they're either not trying or they just suck, that's when I get mad. And when I get really mad is when I play a game and I'm losing and I'm not losing because of me and I turn and look at my chat and you guys are all just saying I'm terrible. And you're like, you're washed, you're fucking ass. Oh my God. And I could be ace on the team, 10-2, and then that, dude, it's like I feel it. No, literally. It's an emotion here, right here. And I feel it and it just starts building. And that's when I start getting red faced and I start screaming because it's like, I just get so angry. Oh, and you guys, because you just gaslight the piss out of me and you say I'm bad at the game and it's just, I get so upset.
For those who don't have any competitive outlet other than video games, it can be hard to keep those emotions bottled up.
Unfortunately, and that is kind of where you get the full extent of people's emotions, because that could be the thing that they attach value to. I don't feel that I'm very good at X, Y, and Z, but I feel like I'm good at this game.
I will say, though, I gotta say this. What rank are you guys in Marvel Rivals? I don't understand when people, like, I look at the rank distributions in video games, and I'm not top 5%. I know I'm not. I'm not that good at video games. I think I'm above average at video games, though. Like, this is Marvel Rivals for ranked. This makes sense. A lot of people starting out bottom tier players. But when you look at like high, bronze, silver, there are people that play the game every day and they never leave here. I feel like these people crash out more than these people. This high gold and plat are usually like attributed as like the very toxic levels of gameplay in any game. But I feel like the most toxic players are like hard stuck silvers. Like if you are just trapped in silver and you can't get out, you're not having fun ever.
And if this is the only thing that I think that I'm good at and that thought is being jeopardized, then I'm going to become quite emotional.
For these players, chasing that emotional high of winning games and being promoted is one of diminishing returns, and can quickly become an addiction. Often, these players become hyper-competitive, experience high stress and burnout, and even damage their social lives outside of the game. In a report for the National Center of Mental Health in Schools and Student Learning Supports, Daniel Fu, a student at UCLA, describes a change in his brother's behavior. Quote, "During his grind to diamond, he put off doing homework, he skipped classes due to late nights of gaming, and he appeared emotionally unstable when he lost too many games and got demoted a few ranks. Additionally, the more games he lost, the worse he played. This, however, only made
shattered mental loser's keel.
Him want to play more or either break even or not get demoted. He was in a vicious cycle where he put more and more time into the game while only getting worse, and this made him feel terrible about himself. This experience is common among many gamers. I think most of us have a friend or have personally been in this vicious cycle. It's well documented, it's evident across the board, and it's a product of intentional design. Much like a gambling addiction, players look for that next hit of dopamine.
Dude, I remember when I was like 12, I broke my recliner because I got so mad at Call of Duty Ghosts. I started punching it and it snapped. And then I immediately went, that was too far. And I went, I shouldn't be getting this upset. I remember having that like realization, and I was like, fuck. Like I just broke I've broken 10 controllers over the course of a lot on, so I've probably broken like 2 on stream because I've like either like slammed it and then the fucking one of the things doesn't work or the keys get all fucked up. Yeah, no, I've broken like, nah, I've not broken 10. I've broken like 3 controllers. I'm exaggerating. I've broken 4 keyboards, but I've only broken keyboards from spilling G Fuel on them.
That next win to affirm their self-worth. And the more they feel stuck, the greater the desire to break free, and the more the game consumes them. For game devs, this is great. League of Legends has around 3.5 million active players every day.
Wow!
If I was Riot, and these players were coming back day in and day out, I wouldn't care if they're playing because they're having fun and they love the game, or if it's because I've created this artificial feedback loop which lowers their self-esteem to the point where winning a game is the only way they can feel good about themselves. As a company, if all they think about is my game, that's a big win. Unfortunately, there's no one answer of how to improve the ranked experience. Every player has different motivations for playing, and at the end of the day, it's up to each individual player to figure out if their relationship is healthy or not. Are you tilt queuing at 2 a.m. on a school night? Yeah. Are you having fun doing it? Maybe. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is good to introspect and think about why you're playing.
Think about this. Many of you using ranked out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using ranked, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love ranked games. I'm so happy I stream, though, because it opened me to, like, indie games. If I never did Twitch, I would have never played the Dark Anthology series. And those are some of the best games that I've ever played. I would have never done solo single-player games. And I feel like that's a lot of you guys. But you watch me. A lot of you guys watch me play those games, so you still get that experience. But, like, most of you guys only play multiplayer games. I genuinely think that those are some of the best games I've ever played. But it's hard when you're playing multiplayer, because multiplayer games do give you the most reward.
If you don't use ranked, you can just about be anything you want to be.
So what are some things we can do? For starters, it's important to understand that competitive drive and intensity are all hardwired into us as humans, and we can harness it in different ways.
I don't know if this is a biological thing, but I've noticed that, I mean, it's just video games in general, but especially very, like, aggressively toxic ranked games, it's men. It's always men. Men are driven to, like, get angry in competition. Women are competitive, and there are women that are toxic in video games. But, like, when we were on yesterday, we lost that game, and that, like, the one woman that was talking to us in game chat was so nice, right? She was, like, just trying to be, like, helpful and team-based. Guys are the ones that'll get on the mic and be like, you're a piece of fucking shit. You need to die, right? Like, those people will be the ones that'll, like, guys will get on the mic and talk shit like that because they care that much, right? It's not even the testosterone. I think it's just a weird, like, genetic drive for being better than other men because men want to be better than other men subconsciously for the competition of significant others. Not saying that's why people do it, but I think it's just this weird drive that guys have, and it makes them more upset at a loss.
It's easy to focus on what your teammates are doing. Get mad at them, get frustrated because they're not doing what you would do, but no matter how much you type or grief or intentionally feed, the actions of your teammates are out of your control. So, instead of focusing on them, try focusing on yourself. Your actions are the only thing that are in your control, and even if a game looks unwinnable, you can still perform your job to the best of your abilities and find success regardless of if you win or lose. It's important to treat yourself well. Finding a healthy balance between intrinsic and extrinsic motivations is the key. Step back and ask yourself, why am I playing? Identify holes in your game that you can improve on, be conscious of how you interact with other players, and remember that your rank is not a reflection of your worth.
They are the people who strike the perfect balance between enjoying the game, enjoying playing it, enjoying practicing it, enjoying finding out more about it, and just enjoying the satisfaction of seeing the number go up. And if the number goes down, no problemo, we'll get that number back.
Bro, that's literally my boy Chris. Y'all seen him. We played with him in the Twitch Rivals event. Never gets mad. It's weird. He's so good at the game, and he could lose, and he doesn't crash out. He's just chill. He might get, like, a little heated if they press him, but he could be, like, in an eternity rank up, top 500 in the world, and get shit on and just go, cue another.
If all else fails, just remember, it's okay to end on a loss. You can step away from the screen and come back later.
Yo, dead ass though, because getting mad, I'll get mad in game, and I understand it's entertaining for you guys, But from a personal perspective, if you're in your room alone playing a video game and you're tilting at a game, it's only going to make you do worse. You're not going to do better if you're mad. You're only going to do worse. In a physical sport, I think that's different because anger drives power. But in a game that requires technical and precision-based skill, you getting angry will only make you worse at the game.
After all, you're playing a video game, and video games are meant to be enjoyed.
I would just really encourage people to think about whether or not they're having fun right now. That is my number one thing. If you feel obligated to grind ranked, if there are games you want to play, but you don't because you feel obligated to grind ranked, please play those games. Please take a break because you will definitely find yourself burning out.
Bro, that's not even ranked, bro. That could be a Minecraft world. The 2-week Minecraft world with your friends. You see that a motherfucker's on and you're not. You kind of want to watch a show or play another game, but he's on the world and you know that he's mining and getting diamonds and getting better enchants than you. And you can't have that because then that's going to ruin the power dynamic of the world. So you have to get on too and play the game even though you don't want to play the game right now. You want to do some other shit, but you need to play because if you don't play, he's going to max out before you and now he's going to have better shit. And then his house is going to look cooler than yours and that's going to upset you. And then he has more trade power than you do. And then that's where people get divisive. Factions form and the world blows up.
Don't blow it. Don't do ranked. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. Action Esports. I want you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
Yeah, that was a W video, though. I genuinely enjoyed that. I love talking about random, weird psychological things with video games.